Hi guys, welcome to Jezioro Bestii. That's the only time I am going to say that. It's a DLC lake for the game Fishing Sim World. I don't know if I pronounced it correctly, but today we are going to have a look at this DLC lake and we are going to be fishing for catfish. So, a quick look at my tackle box. This is what I'm going to be using on rod 1, 2 and 3. I'm going to be using the same boilie. We're not going to get too technical. I'm going to go for the high impact salty squid boilie. If I was a catfish, I think I might fancy a little bit of salty squid. So I've actually baited up, cast out. We're in the middle of the lake. I've gone for the middle of the lake. If you see, you can see the lodge there, just on the other side of the bank. For reference, I'm opposite the lodge, obviously on the other side of the bank. That's the peg I have chosen. Very easy to find. If you fancy having a go at this is the first time I've tried this. We're fishing for the catfish, casting out in the middle of the lake. Salty squid, boilie, 15mm boilie, fished on the bottom, over the silt, and we've got the rod pod here. I'm podding up. Now you can line clip it. I don't generally bother. I'm going to cast out 2 or 3 times to each presentation out there on rods 1, 2 and 3 and try my luck. Now I don't know if this helps doing the podding, whether it helps to draw in the bigger fish, I don't know, but it's something to do while we're waiting for a bite. If it works, fandabby-dozy. We will see. Will it draw in the bigger fish? So this lake actually has a nickname called Lake of the Beast, and it's nicknamed that for a good reason. It has some monstrous fish in here, including pike over 50 pounds, zander go over 20 pounds, and the catfish in here go to 85 pounds. And we're in, boys. We have got a bite pretty quickly. Not had long to wait. Hope you get wobbles. Now, hopefully this is a catfish. It feels like a catfish. We're looking in the water. Is it a catfish? It feels a good one. I am thinking very much that it is a catfish. Of course, I could be wrong. I have been wrong before. Yes, it's a catfish. It's just made an appearance. Absolutely fandabby-dozy. Straight away, we've got what we come for, and that's a catfish. Now this lake also has a number of other species of fish in it, including carp, which I believe go over 40 pounds, bream, tench, roach, rudd and perch, and I believe there's 25 trophy fish to try and track down and catch. Full details on the Steam store page. This DLC is now available, I believe, for the Xbox, PlayStation and PC. And of course, since its release, I haven't covered much of the updates recently. I've been ill. I've had a horrendous cold. Did I catch it fishing? I'm not too sure. But yes, this game has had some huge, massive updates. It's turning out to be quite a good fishing game. In fact, it's my #1 fishing game that I play the most currently at the moment. And one of the updates, you can actually turn the icons off and the HUD. You can completely remove them now if you so wish to. For the purpose of this video today, I've left them on, but you do have the option of removing all them icons. They've also improved the rod physics and I believe the fish behaviour regarding fighting. like I say, it's shaping up to be an absolutely fantastic fishing game. Lots of fun. There's no grinding away. You can just get straight in, fish, and enjoy it. That's what I like about this game. Rod number 2 has gone screaming off. Hopefully we can get this catfish in and we can have a crack at rod number 2 just to see what that is. And we mustn't forget the other update, what we've recently had, which I haven't yet covered, the trolling on the boat. I will do that in a future video. Let's have a look at this. What a stonker! Look at that. You've got to admit, this game does some of the best screenshots, some of the best end shots of you holding the fish. Look at that. What an absolute stonker to start off with. What a cracker. £64 catfish. Quick Wobbles, put that rod down. Let's hit rod number 2. Let's see what we've got. Is this a catfish? Can we get 2 in a row? Rod number 3. Is that rod number 3 going off as well? Rod number 3's gone off. Is this a catfish on rod number 2? 2 in a row. That would be absolutely fantastic. Eyes on the water. Is it a catfish? Oh, it's a catfish. He's just kicked his tail out of the water. Absolutely fantastic. This is turning out to be a cracking session. This is what we came for. We came for the cats. We conquered. We succeeded. We are catching catfish. Now we mustn't forget, you can of course catch the catfish on the lures. I've had 1 or 2 catfish on lures, but today we're concentrating on the boilies, one particular boilie, in particular the salty squid. Is the salty squid the one? I don't know, it's the first one I've tried. Further sessions I will try other baits and see what happens. But look at this, we've got another catfish. Now if you're fishing on this lake and you're having some good success catching the cats, what are you catching them on? Let me know in the comments section below. We can all learn from each other and it makes the game a lot better. Is this ready to come in? We haven't got a net. It's a shame about that. We've got an invisible net, but nevertheless, look at that. What an absolute cracker. That's a £40 one. A little bit smaller, but we'll give it a kiss and we'll chuck it back in. And let's hit rod number 3. What have we got on rod number 3? Is this a catfish? Will this be 3 in a row? I don't know. Let's have a look. Oh, it's dropped its hook. It's snapped off. We will never know. Never mind. 2 out of 3, as the song goes, ain't bad. So I'll cast back out to the middle of the lake. If you notice I'm doing the underarm cast, there is a reason for that. The rods I've got are quite powerful rods. You know, I presume they're mainly for the big pit lakes. They are. You can cast really far out with these rods, so just to do a short cast, I'm doing a underarm cast with them rods. Otherwise, if I do the over the head cast, I'll probably go over to the other side of the bank on this lake, because these rods are capable of casting long distances. So rods 1, 2 and 3 back out in the middle. Boom, baby, we got a bite straight away. Rod number 3, we're in. Is this a catfish? It doesn't feel like a catfish. What is it? I think it's a carp. It's a carp, I think. Is it a carp? We don't want a carp. Never mind. We've got a carp. We want catfish. We'll just pull this out and see what it is. It doesn't feel a big one. Shouldn't take as long to get this carp in. Is it a common? Looks like a common carp, not too sure. We will shortly see. There we go. That's ready for the net. Yep, there we go. It's a common carp. Doesn't look a big one. What's the weight of it? That should come up on the screen soon. 18 pounds. It's an 18 pounder. He likes a little bit of salty squid. Chuck it back in. Give him a kiss. Let's chuck this rod number 3 back out. Underarm cast again. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put a bit of bait out. 2 or 3 casts on each one. As you cast it out, you've got to give it time for the bait to actually drop out of the rod, out of the pod there. If you reel back too soon, you will see the bait in the water as you reel it in. You've got to leave it, a few seconds for the bait to actually come out, drop out of the pod. Rod number 3's off. Is this a carp or a catfish? Hopefully it's a catfish now. Feels like a catfish because it's moving off. They tend to move a lot slower. Could be wrong though. It's a catfish. Doesn't look a big one, but it's a cat. I'm just wondering if there's more catfish in here than carp. Because on some of the lakes you'll use the boilies and you're consistently catching carp, aren't you? And you get the odd cat. We seem to be catching more catfish than carp, which suggests that there's more catfish in here than carp. Rod number 2 has gone off. Screaming across the lake there. Now, if you fish using the joypad, obviously if you're on the PlayStation 4, if you're on the consoles, you're going to be using the joypad. But I use the joypad. I'm playing on PC at the moment and I'm using the joypad. And the motors that are working in the joypad now are coming along real nicely. Getting quite a good feel of immersion within the game coming through the joypad, using the vibration on them 2 motors and the joypad. Absolutely fantastic. I like seeing them tweaked a little bit more. I don't know how difficult that would be from a programmer's point of view, but I like to see them tweaked. Oh, this is what have we got? Is this a big one? Oh, look at that! What a beauty! I don't think it's going to break any records. I don't think it's the beast. It's a 29 pound catfish. Can we get rod number 2? Can we get the rod number 2 very, very quickly? Really in wobbles. That's pulling. That is pulling. This feels a good one. That is going across the other side of the lake. 39, 40 yards out now. 41 yards. 42, 43 yards and going. 44, 45 yards. 46 yards. This could be the best catfish yet that I've had out of this lake. Is it the 80 pounder? I don't know. Talking about the motors and the joypad, I would like to see them tweaked a little bit more. That's what I was just saying. I don't know if you could if you can tweak the speed. You can obviously tweak the speed on them. I'd like them to see that when the fish, particularly the bass fishing and the pike, when the fish runs, I'd like to see them motors spin faster, and as it slows down, the motors slow down. They do that, but I just think they need tweaking a little bit more. I think if you could get that spot on, it would be absolutely fantastic. It's good now, but I think a little bit more work on them motors, and this game would be absolutely cracking. Don't know how difficult it is to adjust the speed on them from a programmer's point of view. So when the fish runs, the motors run, and vice versa. When it slows down, they slow down. They do that, but I think they could be slightly better. We've got a cracking catfish on here, guys. This is a whopper. This is a stonker. Of course, if you're playing this on PC and you're using the mouse, chuck it away. Go get yourself a joypad. It's a real game changer. What have we got here? Oh, look at that. It's not as big as I thought it would be. How heavy is it? £34. I thought it was bigger than that. Now what I actually did is I've chopped the video and edited it together here, as this session I had for must have been a 2-hour long session, and these two catches what you're going to see now are the biggest that I had out of the session that I did that particular evening. I believe this is a £60 plus catfish. I use the same techniques, casting out into the middle, or approximately in the middle there. Salty squid, boilie, 15mm on the bottom, fished over silt. Put 2 or 3 rod pods of bait out. Not too sure whether that makes a difference, I don't know. But I had lots of catfish. So I would say that the majority of fish in here, there's more catfish in here possibly than carp. Because I wasn't hindered too much by carp. I think I caught 2 carp and 1 bream, and the rest were catfish. You know yourself, if you fish on somewhere, I don't know, is it Wolsey, you possibly are going to catch more carp than catfish. When you use the boilies, unless they've changed it in the updates, which they sometimes do, because I was lure fishing when the game first started and I was on the big Magnum Gold Spoon and I never caught a perch, and then bang, they updated it and you started catching perch on the big spoons. So I know they do change things in the updates, but this is a stonker of a catfish. So if you are enjoying Fishing Sim World and you're looking for a lake with big fish in, I think this is the one to go for. I mean, Gigantica is it? That has a big carp in. That's in the base game. But this DLC lake does hold some monsters. Got some cracking pike in. There's a lot of pike in here. I was piking earlier and I caught an awful lot of pike. They're quite easy to catch. A little bit of patience is needed, possibly catching the bigger ones, but there's a lot of good pike in here. It's a good piking lake. It looks good for cats as well. I'll do the piking. I'll cover the piking in another video, in a future video. Because this is most definitely one lake that I will return to. And of course, I need to catch the big £80 plus catfish. I've not yet had it. Look at that, what a beauty. And they do look absolutely fantastic. That's a £67 1 ounce Wels Catfish. And you've got to admit that this is the best fishing game, the way that they hold the fish. it looks absolutely stunning. I don't know of any other fishing game that looks as good as that. In fact, a lot of the other ones, they look stupid. I've got to say, they do look stupid how they hold the fish. It's like you're holding a fish finger. But this game, they look absolutely, the visuals holding the fish looks absolutely stunning. Boom! Soon after, I got another bite, and this one was pulling like a train. It went across the other side of the lake, 47 yards out, 48, 49 yards currently, 50 yards. "56 yards, this has gone out. This does feel like a good catfish. 62 yards. This has got some power behind it, and you can feel the power. Virtually feel the power coming through the joypad there as you're playing this. Obviously, if you're playing it on the mouse, you probably won't get the immersion. It's not the same as playing with the joypad. The joypad is far superior in this game. "66 yards, it's still going, 68, 69, it's going to go to 70 yards I think. 70 yards plus. This is a stonker. Rod number 1 has gone off. The crafty thing turned and burned on me there. I nearly snapped my line. You got to be aware of that. Now I believe the beast of the lake regarding catfish is £85. This does feel like a good catfish. And we're saving the best for last. Is it the beast? Is it the 85-pounder? Sure feels like it. Is this ready to come in? We're saving the big one till last. If you like the video, guys, give us a thumbs up. Let's see if we can beat the haters. And let's see how big this is. Is it the 85-pound catfish? It's a stonker. I caught loads of catfish in this session. I think I had about a 2-hour session on here. Lots and lots of catfish. I'll put a few of them up at the end of the video. Very quickly, some of the pictures and weights of some of the catfish that I had caught. And I'll see you in another video. Another Let's Go Fishing. What have we got here? Let's have a look. What a stonker. What a beaut. It's 77 pounds, 2 ounces. It wasn't the 85-pound catfish, but it was pretty close. Thanks for watching, guys. Here's some pictures of some of the other catfish that I caught in this session.